What's up, people? Been a while. Been a while. How's everyone doing? I think the 6th of October was my last stream. Been a while. Hopefully everyone's got some new tracks. Some EDM bangers, whatever have you. So everyone's saying. I'm good, James, man. How are you? What's up, Danny? How are you all doing? It's a Monday, fresh week. Everyone back at school, got work. How's everyone doing? How long are you going to be streaming for? About an hour and a half, around that. Probably get off at 6. Yeah, hour and a half. Are you making a trap song? Just for the time being, while everyone joins. And then I'm going to be listening to some demos, because it's been almost a month. In 2 days, it had been a month since my last stream. Hey man, did you find banger thing in the beginning of the remix of Scared to Be Lonely? I am not sure. What kind of music are you making? Just for now, I'm making, for the first 5-10 minutes before everyone joins, I'm making just a simple beat. If anyone recognises the melody, it's from an Ian Dior song called Romance 361 featuring BBrightz, if anyone recognises the piano. I'm excited to see what everyone's made over the past couple of weeks and months. Yeah, hopefully we get some new music. Because I got to do streaming. You should get into it, man. Please listen. Yeah, I'm listening to demos, yeah. Yeah, just waiting for 10 or so minutes for everyone to join up. What's up, Flix, man? How you doing, man? I sent a demo, yeah. All the claps, yes sir, yes sir. Good luck, man. I need to go in a bit, James, man, in a bit. Please listen to demos. I will be Flixman in about 5 minutes or so, a couple minutes. Can make a tutorial on mastering. I don't really know all much about mastering. Most of the time when you send stuff into labels, if you're looking to get it signed to labels, they do the mastering for you. But yeah, I usually just use Isotope, Ozone 8, EQ, and tiny bit of compression. After that, usually use the glue compressor, and I use FabFilter limiter. Sometimes I use multiband compression, but yeah, I don't know a lot about technical mastering side, but I can try my best. But yeah, let's open up the Gmail, see what people have sent. Got a couple demos in the past few days. Yeah, I got one on the 11th. A couple days ago, 2 days ago. And these 2 now. But yeah. I guess we'll get into the demos. Now, I guess. Can you do some Latin music? I could try. I've never tried. But hey. First time for everything. Yeah, enough of that. We can cross that off. Don't want to save it. Long time ago, yes sir, Martin, yes sir. 6th of November. No, 6th of October was my last stream. So in 2 days, it'd have been a month. So I've been working on my EP, which is coming out at the end of this month. Been working on videos. Got a new video coming Wednesday. And then, yeah. So let's just get into these demos, I guess. I've got 3 here that was sent last stream, which is on the 6th. I'm pretty sure none of them are in the chat. And I got one on the 9th. Stamp record style. Let's do it quick, see where it is. With a bit of mixing, that could have been a lot better. Definitely, I can definitely hear the stamp style in it. Bounce it on the floor. The sound selection and melody is definitely stamp style. Just need to work on the mixing a bit. Right, so I think we've got a couple more. If any of them come in the chat, I'll listen to them, but at the moment I'm just going to move on. Just going to move on to the new ones. If any of them 3 from the last stream come into the chat, I'll listen to them. I'm missing a lot of mid frequencies and the chords. It's just really like a bass and a top lead, so you're missing a lot of like 400 hertz range for the mid frequency to fill it up, make it nice and fat. So just work on adding them. Usually you can add a piano or fatten up the chords to fill in the mid frequencies, and then it'll fill it up a lot more and it'll sound a lot better. I love your 10-minute challenges. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Right, we've got 3 more and then we're into the new ones. Flixman. Appreciate my demo, bro. I've worked very hard. Yes, sir, I will. I'm excited to hear. Sidechain the piano. I'll compress it as well, so the sustained chord, the piano, when pianos are holding sustained notes, obviously, yeah, it goes quieter, so if you compress it, it will lift the end of the notes up a bit more, so it sounds a bit more housey. Yeah, just send it to this email here, I'll write in the chat quick. Pretty sure the vocals are out of key. I'm not sure though. Yeah, definitely need to be a bit more sidechain, just let the kick pump through a bit more. Sounds like it's getting lost in behind the mix of the bass. And it sounds like there's something very wide. I think it's like a release of some sort of bass, so the release on it is pretty high. It sounds very stereo, so try and tame that and make it a bit more in the middle and a bit more mono. And then maybe put a ozone stereo image on it and make the 2 kilohertz range up and up, and a bit more stereo to widen the sound out a bit. So just work on the sidechain a bit, try and fix the key of the vocal, make it fit a little better. That sounds nice. Yeah, just work on your mix down, get the kick pumping a bit more, add the sidechain, and you're good to go. Francis, maybe it sounds familiar.
Let's go deeper.
Turn the effects down just a little bit. Maybe you should get like a more like aggressive future house bass to go on top. Like a maybe use that square bass that Mesto used to use as well. Now fatten it up a lot. If you listen to Yuma, you might see me listen to a lot of his tracks. You hear a lot of square basses using his drops. It makes the bass and the low end really fat. So maybe try and add a square bass and a more audible future house bass and fatten up the bass sound. What's up, Pedro? What's up, Plutonic Man? How you doing? Yeah, just work on your relaying, like I said, add a square bass. Make it sound a little fatter in the low end. Maybe make a more like a Kirby sound, old school Kirby future house bass, like what's the song? I can't remember the song. It was a song after Discharge. I really can't remember what it was. Also, if you listen to his Rumors remix, you might hear it in there. Just maybe a bass like that, and you're good to go. The big man himself. There you go. Speaking of Yuma. You hear a lot of square basses in his drops. See, the mix down very clean, man. The mix down was very good. Mix found, very nice. But yeah, Yuma always delivers top quality songs, so there's not really much feedback I can give him. Let's listen to one more. That sounds really good as well, man. I prefer the this one here. This one was really nice. Listen to that again quickly. That sounds really, really good. It's similar, I guess, like a selected vibe off that a little bit. Sounds really good, man. And then the last one. What's up, Gasper? How you doing, man? What's up, Yuma? How we all doing, man? Classic vocal, Yuma. Haha. Definitely send this into Future House Music, man. They'll definitely sign some of your stuff up for sure, man. Definitely even just try and send this in or something. You get it finished. I don't know why. I feel like Future House Music label would sign this up. Or sign one of your tracks up at least, very quick. Tell me a lie. Jonas Hayden. Right, now we're into today's ones. They were very good, man. Solid. Definitely keep working on the last one and try and send it into Future House Music. I reckon they'll take it. But yeah. First one on the new stream. Here we go. House Stranger.
Seeing with those eyes, holding back inside, never had to try. We felt safe, so I lied. Now we're lost, it's pitch black. Mistakes made out of fear. You feel like a stranger. Can't tell if you're really here. 'Cause we never jumped to embrace all that we had, embrace what we could find. 'Cause we never jumped. Yeah, we stayed inside the lines. Let's break outside the line.
Sounds really good, man. Really good. Only thing is that it's just a little quiet. No, I've got the volume cranked up as well, and I've got my headphones turned up pretty loud. So just maybe just if you haven't got iZotope, just use Maximus. You can use the Maximus. That's if you use FL, of course. If you use FL, use the Maximus and clear RMS preset, and just to get it a bit louder. Yeah, it is lacking in volume, but other than that, the mix sounds really clean as well, man. Just maybe turn down the sine effect and just maybe a bit more of the turn down a bit of the noise, just a little bit, maybe like a couple percent, maybe like 3 or 4%. And yeah, also yeah, what I noticed at the start, when the vocal goes really high, I don't know if you put auto tune in it, but yeah, it does sound a little strange. So maybe you can maybe turn down the retune speed on the auto tune, so it's not as aggressive. But other than that, it sounds really good, man. There, right there. So maybe just turn down the retune speed. If it's in the actual vocal itself, then I'm not sure. There's really not much you can do, but yeah.
Back inside. Never had to try. We felt safe, so I lied. Now we're lost, it's pitch jumped. Yeah, we stayed inside the lines. Let's break outside the line.
That sounds really good, man. Just the main two things that I noticed was the vocal when it goes high, the auto tune messes up, and just the lack of volume, because it looks like the audio file here on screen looks pretty fat. but in reality it's actually pretty quiet, so maybe just turn it up in volume or put a master and Maximus preset on it, or if you have isotope, that'll work even better. But yeah, sounds really good, man. Really good. Destiny. That sounded really good as well. The mix time was very clean. Sounds like the Nexus bell. Oh, that sounded really good. The kick and bass sounds really clean. The only thing I would say is to maybe put a tiny bit of multiband compression on the leads just to tame some of the high frequencies. It will help the ride come through as well. Yeah, mate, that's the only thing I could really suggest, just a tiny bit of multiband compression on the leads. Other than that, it sounds really good. The kick and bass sound really good. But yeah, carry on listening. Maybe if you see my Future Bounce tutorial where I remade the Brooks and David Guetta song, maybe try and use some pitch bend automation in the leads and bass. Try and make it a bit more spicy, as you will. Also, like in the gaps between like the break here, where it slowly filters up the bell, maybe you should try adding like some weird ambience vocal atmosphere in the back, like I think it's called a vocal bed if I'm not mistaken. There's something like that, just to give it a bit more. Maybe even if you check my my recent video on how to create atmosphere and ambience in your tracks, just use reverb, phasers, choruses, just to make it a bit more filled up in the background of the mix. Yeah, it sounds really good. So like I said, obviously it's released now, so maybe in your future work, just maybe you put a bit of multiband compression to tame the high ends of the leads. And yeah, a bit of ambience, fill up the background, and you're good to go, man. Really good. That background synth is really nice. Maybe you should try and do the reverb effect, where after the note plays, you create automation for the reverb, and you make it go maximum, so it sounds like there's a reverb sucking effect. That might be cool, because that background synth's really nice as well. A vocal would be perfect for this. It sounds just a bit too plain in the break, so a vocal would be perfect for this with the drum beat and that. Yeah, try and look at one. Yeah, it's just missing a tiny bit of mid frequencies like one of the other tracks. Like that's usually where chords and piano come into play, where it just fills up the 400-ish hertz range. If I get up an EQ, I'll show you where it's lacking. Just around here, so around like the 400 to 250, just around this part right here, because it just misses them. Because obviously you have the leads and the drums, which cover around like 1 kilohertz up to obviously maximum, and then you have the kick and the sub playing around 100 and so hertz, obviously below to around 30-40 hertz, and then the other drums are covering the mid frequencies. You're just missing the low 200-300 hertz range. So maybe try and fill it up with maybe like a lower synth. Make a copy of the synth with the MIDI and just make it an octave lower just to fill the low end in. But other than that, it sounds really good, man. Really good. Flex man. Right. Yeah, like it sounds a little empty. Just fill it up with mid frequencies. Now it's my demo. Yes, sir. Let's see what you have. Let's see what you have. Here we go. Reverse reverb. Maybe add the kick, put it a bit more front. It sounds like it's a bit in the back behind the bass. Maybe you make it a bit more thumpy so it pushes through more. Yeah, so that's the main thing at the moment. It's just getting that kick to punch through everything rather than, because it seems like it's tucked in the back. Maybe if you just turn it up in volume, it might punch through. But yeah, that's the main thing so far. That sounded really good as well. I like the automation in the sounded like there was reverb automation in the drop. Yeah, maybe just get the kick to punch through a little more and you'll be good to go. But that sounds solid, man. Just keep working on it. Maybe add a bit more reverb, but cut off the reverb. If you actually watch, if Mike Williams literally uploaded a tutorial today, if I believe, showing how he made one of his songs, and he shows a technique with reverb automation and how he does it. So maybe just follow that and you can add that to your track and you'll be good to go. Will you save these streams? Yes, I will. They get uploaded to my channel when I finish streaming, yeah. Bro, any advice to make a remix using original audio? Well, if you check my my video, I made a video a couple days ago, or last week or something, how I made my remix of Anymore. It's a revealed community track. This one here. I used the original audio. So yeah, just check my video now and you can see. Usually you want to find the key of the song, of course. And then depending on the remix, if it's a big room remix, you want to maybe follow the melody of the vocal if it's got a vocal. If not, there's plenty of ways to go around doing remixes. Just have to find what kind of style you want to do it in there. You can go from there. This is sick. Could be better to build up. Blah blah. Numa, bro, I produced blah blah blah. Appreciate it, man. I'm doing a progressive house video Wednesday, I think. I've got a video coming Wednesday. I'm not sure when it's scheduled. I have to check that and let everyone know. But yeah, I have a progressive house video coming soon in a couple of days. Martin, drum and bass. Here we go. Now let's get fast. Now we've been listening to 126, 128 songs. Now we're going to speed it up. Right there, you could go mental and do like a 170, 180 hardstyle kick with that melody there and just go crazy. But yeah, it sounds like pretty good. It sounds a bit messy in the drop, like volume wise and kick and bass wise. But yeah, just work on that and get them more clean volume wise. I'm not sure how if you just use sidechain compression in drum and bass. So obviously like when the kick hits, everything ducks. I mean, the kick's not playing, it's fine. It's not traditional sidechain if you're using kickstart or LFO. I'm not sure how that works in drum and bass, so maybe just if you're using sidechain compression, just turn that up. Yeah, it sounds solid. I'd like to hear a crazy hardstyle break with this melody in the end. We just go crazy with a hardstyle kick, but yeah, it sounds pretty solid, man. But that's the first drum and bass song that's what I've been sent in, so I don't really know much about drum and bass and the technical side of it, but yeah, that sounded pretty solid. Right, well done, Martin. Well done. We've got how many? We've got a lot. So yeah, I'm streaming for about 1 more hour. I'm going to get off at 6. Streaming for about an hour and a half. So depending on if we get through all these at 6, I don't know. Yeah, let's just go to the next one, I guess. And it's been removed, so let's go to the next one. Fair enough. Got a lot of sub drop. Ooh.
What you feeling now? It's only right. I wanna have one hell of a night. Don't deny what you're feeling. Take this time with me.
Maybe right here, just have a sustained sine wave. Just literally load up any plugin you can add just a sine wave to make it sustained notes for the chords you're playing, just to fill up that low end. It'll sound a lot better then.
What you feeling now? It's only right. Good time.
The fill at the end was just a little bit louder than the drop. So if you hear when the drum fill comes in, just a little bit too loud. So when the drop comes back in, it doesn't sound as impactful. So maybe just turn down that fill just a little bit. Yeah, the drum fill was just a little bit too loud, so maybe just turn it down and you'll be good to go. Maybe add like a rolling bass. A lot in progressive track stuff, have like a rolling bass and put a phaser on it so it moves just a little bit. Take all the low end out so it's just like 600 hertz and upwards, so there's no low end in it, and then it will add a bit more audible to the bass, so it's a lot more like you can just hear it a bit more in different sound systems like speakers and earphones. That will make it sound a little better. It sounds solid so far, so I'm really good. The only thing I suggest is just to turn that fill down, it's just a little bit too loud.
Girls ain't nothing but trouble, but I say, go ahead and bring me a double Cavassier. Bounce, cause here's how I play.
Yeah, it's probably just going to be the same drop. Yeah, well, there's not much. Just really just turn that fill down and get the kick and bass working a little bit. Make the bass a little more audible, and you're good to go. I'm not sure how you do your sidechain. I don't know if it's a plugin or you use sidechain compression, but maybe make that a little more aggressive so you can feel the pump a bit more, so it feels a bit more bouncy with progressive house. And you're good to go. That sounds solid, man. Well done, sir. Well done. That sounds a lot better than the other one, I can tell you that. The only thing I really would do is add a you really like it's an incredible plugin. Everyone should get it if they can. Buy it, torrent it, however you want to get it. But you really need to get the isotope ozone imager, so you can it gives you 4 bands, so you can choose what band you want to make a bit more stereo, a bit more mono, and definitely make like 80 hertz and lower, just completely mono, because it sounds like the sub and it's a little too wide. You want it right in the center, and then you can turn the like the 10 kilohertz up a bit more stereo, so it sounds a bit more wider. So definitely, everyone in this chat, just invest, torrent, however you get it. Just try and get Isotope Ozone Imager, whatever version 5, 8, 7, 9. But yeah, just definitely get that, and then that sounded a lot better. But that was a lot better than the other one, Martin. Well done. The man himself. The man himself. Your songs are top notch. You are. They're very good. The mix sounds are clean. There's really not much I can give feedback on, because your mix sounds are always really good. Your sound selection's good. Just take pride in knowing that you're a good, very good producer at a high level now. Respawn style. That's like the Ollie James respawn alarm. Respawn. What's the other song? They had another song on the ADE sampler for Revealed one time. But it sounds very respawn style. Very good.
Twice now, baby. I'm sorry, that's the way it is. You won't go fooling me twice now, baby. I'm sorry, that's the way it is. Yeah. You won't go fooling me twice now, baby. I'm sorry, that's the way it is. You won't go fooling me twice now, baby. I'm sorry, that's the way it is.
That sounds really good, man. Very clean. That was a good bit there. I like the switch up. Very nice. It's a solid track, man. The mix sounds very nice. I really like the break bit here. Yeah, but like Yuma said, the only thing I would change is maybe just switch up the vocal. It's a very like deep house selected future type vocal. But yeah, maybe just change it up. Other than that, the whole mix and the whole track's pretty solid mix, man. Very good. It's not really not much I can say other than just look for another vocal, man. Good work, man. Good work, sir. Plutonic. Here we go. That sounds really good, Plutonic, man. This is really good, man. This just gets your head bopping right away. As soon as I get that, like when your head starts bopping naturally, then you're onto something. Like that sounds really good, man. That was really good. That was really good, man. Honestly, there's really honest. That is very unique. There's not much I can really say, if anything, really. Like the drop, the mix down's clean. The drums are clean. The sound selection's clean. The two drops are banging. Just overall solid track, man. Definitely send that into someone when you had the chance. Because that was really good, man. Next one is Pedro. Ending the stream in 45 minutes, people. So, yeah. Hopefully, I get through as many as I can. If I spend 2 minutes on each, that's what. Can't think. My maths is not very good. About 22 and a half. And there's how many are left? Not about around that. So if I spend 2 minutes on each song giving feedback, I'll be able to get through the rest of us here now. So let's go. Maybe add a bit of background ambience in here. Maybe like a slowly, like do a bit of volume automation, like a background ambience pad or vocal, a high string maybe. Just literally get a string sample and just put it on a high octave like C7 or whatever the key your song is. And because so far it sounds good. Solid drums. Nice swing as well. Yeah, I hear a bit of the Tachami remix. What I would say is, and multiple times to other people and just in general as well, in the build-up, you have the sub playing the whole way through, low frequency. Do an automation on the master or just the sub mixer track, and filter out the low end because it sounds like it's constant low end. So when it builds up and there's a fill and then it comes back in, it will hit a lot harder. Right then, you hear the sub playing consistent frequency level. So to do a automation with an EQ and take the low end out on the master or on the bass mixer track, and it will make the drop hit harder. Same again there. Maybe like cut everything out and just do like a simple drum fill so nothing's playing but a drum fill and then it comes back in crashing down and it will hit a little harder. And that again there, I'm pretty sure you have a sub drop hit him with a sub and it just clashes. That bit sounds really good there. It's just in the drop, it's just a little bit too muddy in a 200 hertz range, 150, 200 hertz range. Just dip it in a couple of the basses just to get rid of some of the muddiness. And you'll be good to go. But yeah, maybe like who said it? Gecko said maybe just try and change up the structure just a little bit, so it's a lot more because it's mostly dominant kick and sub throughout the whole thing. If you can see, there's maybe like a little gap here. How long is the gap? From like 2 minutes 20 to yeah, about a minute or so, or about 50 seconds of like no bass, and then the rest is pure kick and bass. Maybe try and structure just a little bit, and you'll be good to go, man. Solid work.
haunted by the memories. Little do you know I'm trying to pick myself up piece by piece. Little do you know I need a little more time. Underneath it all, the unhealthy is a heart.
The piano's just a little bit too muddy. Take out a bit of mids from that.
How about the memory?
I'm set drowning in me.
Little do you know how I'm breaking while you fall asleep. Little do you know I'm still haunted by the memory. Little do you know I'm trying to pick myself up piece by piece. Little do you know I need a little more time.
I'll do a volume automation to edit as well. Yeah, just maybe clean up a bit of the mids. The mid frequencies can be very dangerous, as you can hear. If they build up a multiple sounds and it's just a load of mid frequencies building and building and building, it makes it sound very. The technical term is muddy, which everyone hears, but it just makes it sound really weird. Like the piano had a bit of loud mid frequencies to try and clear them out. It's just hard with these slow BPM songs to actually get a nice bit of movement and rhythm going, because it's like you've got to nod your head really slow, and then so it is hard to get a bit of movement there. So I would have sped it up like 5 BPM just to give it a bit more movement. That was really good, that transition there to go back into the break. The only thing I would say is when you have like side chain and it's, you turn the swing meter up, or the notes aren't on the grid to make it more bouncy and give it more groove. The side chain, the notes are really like loud, so maybe just compress it a bit just to tame them, because they are a bit too loud. Other than that, again, you made it in an hour, so I can't really complain. That transition to go back in the break was really good. again, that was in an hour, so that's pretty solid. The only thing I would say is just compress the leads just to tame some of the volume in the bouncy swing parts for the sidechain. Other than that, it's pretty good, man. Well done, Yuma. Well done. Here we go. Next one, Jungle. Yeah, straight away, one thing I'd say in the break with the guitars usually some notes and are very, very resonant in the 1 to 2 kilohertz range. They just overpower everything if you listen. Right there, do you hear how loud that was? Like, it's very resonant. So either put an EQ on it and just dip that specific frequency that's ringing like that down, or tame it with a compressor or a multiband compressor, because it is very, very ringing. You'll probably hear it through the course of the guitar. Up there as well. And very, like there is very, very exaggerated. So you want to tame that just a lot. And with these like mallet weird kind of sounds, obviously certain notes give off different frequencies and some of the notes have more resonant frequencies than others. So just try and tame that with a bit of multiband compression and you're good to go. But that sounds really good, man. Pretty unique. When I saw Future Bounds, I was just expecting more synths, but that was really good, man. Yeah, pretty much it. I'd maybe just layer up the drums a bit more with more percussion, just to give it a bit more rhythm. And you're good to go, man. Please check mine. Right. Open the YouTube link. Yeah, I'll check in order. I don't just skip through to someone because they want me to skip through. You have to be patient. Patience is key. And I'll finally get to you. I have half hour left. I'll see if I can get down. You're right there, I believe. Is that what you said? Yeah. So I should be able to get you within half hour. We'll see. Let's move on to this one quickly. Classic clap. sounds solid. Two things. I wouldn't use the cashmere fills anymore. They're a bit overused. You might want to make your own or find another one because they're a bit it's overused a lot. Everyone uses them. And then another thing, when the break starts, there's just nothing. Like 4 or 5 seconds. So maybe do a reverse chord thing here to just get a one shot of the first chord, put 5 seconds or 7 seconds of decay time in the reverb, bounce it out, reverse it so it sweeps in. So it's just not just an instant stop and there's nothing. Helps with transition. And yeah, change the I would recommend, you don't have to, but I'd recommend changing the cashmere fill, the snare fill, the drum fill there, the long fill. It's because it's not as a lot of people use it, so but the drop was clean as well. The drop was very nice. Same as that one there. Maybe do a reverse of the pluck and then do the tape stop on it as well. And then yeah, you're good to go. Yeah, solid track, man. Good work. I'm very late. Stupid homework. Let me see yours, Benjamin. What's your name on here, Benjamin? Then I can quickly check yours. Is it this one here? I don't know. Let me know what your name is and I'll quickly check it.
I've seen your face before. No one ever made me want it more. Now I feel like I'm drowning. You got me out of my mind. Any minute I could lose control. Feels like I'm insane. But why does it feel so good? Why do you make me feel like I'm a sinner? You got me feel like 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 sinner.
If that's the final vocal you're going to use, I'd definitely turn it down a bit. And a lot of people forget when they just use vocals, and I don't know why people don't do this when they release the vocal for it to be used. The S's and F's are very, very hissy and resonant, so you need to use a de-esser on that to tame them. If you listen to the S's, they're very you probably heard that when I'm talking. Like they hurt your ears because they're very resonant in the 9 kilohertz range or 5 kilohertz range, so you need to tame that with a de-esser. That's if it's the final vocal, and I'll turn it down just a little bit. Other than that, it's pretty solid so far, man. And it just stopped.
I'm the one who's gonna give you more. Don't you deny it.
Yeah, definitely turn the vocal down because it's just a bit too loud over the sounds. Maybe add some ambient sounds in the background just to fill it up.
You got me out of my mind. Any minute I could lose control. Feels like I'm insane. You got me feeling like you got me feeling like you got me feeling like
Yeah, the bass sounds just a little weird. I'm not sure what's going on there. Like, it sounds like the bass is, the sidechain's a bit messed up. But yeah, sounds solid. Like I said, just turn the vocal down if it's the final vocal. Maybe put a de-esser on it if that's the vocal you're using. If not, you're good. And maybe just fix the issue with the bass. It sounds like the sidechain on it's a little messed up, or it's playing just a little bit too ahead of the kick. I'm not sure, but that was solid, man. And I just crossed off the email. Let's listen to the YouTube one first.
We used to hide under the covers, serenade each
Right, I'm going to skip this bit because otherwise I'm going to get copyrighted. So.
other with all everything used to be. You paid for me.
That was really good. Very good.
We couldn't stop the world from turning. It was like a free like the memory of everything used to be. You paid for me.
So anything is lacking is volume, like before. Usually the track sounds really good. Like the mix sounds really clean. It's just lacking in volume. As you can see, I'll turn it up max, and it's just, you will see yourself keep clicking the volume button to turn it up because you want it to be louder, but it's not. So maybe just, like I said, just turn it up really, make it louder, and you're good to go. The bass is really nice. I can hear that, nice and audible, clean. Done a good job there. That was really good, man. Progressive house. A lot of the progressive house tracks that get sent are struggling with mix down, but that was really good, man. Well done, sir. The only thing you struggled with was just volume. Just turn it up, and then you're good to go. And that's 2 that's not found. So. What I'd suggest is to add a big room kick under that. Filter out the, like get rid of the punch because you already have a punch. And just have the sub part, the tonal part of the big room kick. Let's see what key is that in. Dun. G sharp. I think that's in G sharp. Dun. Yeah, I believe so. Welcome to my world of FL, where you load up the browser and it freezes. That's my life. Yeah. Round of applause to FL freezing whilst try and open the browser. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, I thought so, yeah. It is in G sharp, yeah. Let's try again. Thank you. Right. Like a kick like that, not with not much high end. Obviously it's clashing because of the low end, but yeah, you can just probably add a big room kick on that. Under that, just the tonal part and sidechain it so it's not interfering with anything. And that will fill up the low end nicely. That was good, man. Obviously, I'll see you say there that the second drop's incomplete. Yeah, because it sounds like a bit muddy and that, so just fix that up. But that sounds solid, man. Like I said in the first drop, definitely had like, I'll recommend, my personal taste would be to add like a big room tonal kick. Preferably one with not much high end and grittiness. If it does, you can just cut it out and just use the sub part. But yeah, that sounds really good, man. Good work, pal. Splice. Moving on to Splice now.
ਚੱਲ ਵੇ ਨਾਈ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਆਂਦਾ ਮੇਰੀ ਚੱਲ ਵੇ ਨਾਈ ਚੀਰੇ ਵਾਲਿਆ ਵੇਖਦਾ ਆਈ ਵੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਲੌਂਗਾ ਵਾਚਾ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਆਂਦਾ ਮੇਰੀ ਚੱਲ ਵੇ ਨਾਈ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਆਂਦਾ ਮੇਰੀ ਚੱਲ ਵੇ ਨਾਈ ਚੀਰੇ ਵਾਲਿਆ ਵੇਖਦਾ ਆਈ ਵੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਲੌਂਗਾ ਵਾਚਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਲੌਂਗਾ ਵਾਚਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਲੌਂਗਾ ਵਾਚਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਲੌਂਗਾ ਵਾਚਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਲੌਂਗਾ ਵਾਚਾ
That was good, man.
ਵੇ ਮਿਲਣ ਮੈਂ ਆਈ ਤੇ ਆ ਫੇੜਿਆ ਕਿਉਂ ਮਾਰਨਾ ਏ ਤਾਨੇ ਵੇ ਮਿਲਣ ਮੈਂ ਆਈ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਰੋਟੀ ਦੇ ਬਹਾਨੇ ਵੇ ਰੋਟੀ ਦੇ ਬਹਾਨੇ ਵੇ ਮਿਲਣਾ ਤੇ ਮਿਲਣੀ ਤਰਸ ਜਾਂਗੀ ਸਦਾ ਲਈ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਤੂੰ ਕਰਕੇ ਮਨਾਈ ਵੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਲੌਂਗ ਵਾਚਾ
I'll definitely have the kick punch through just as much as the snare, because the snare hits through a lot harder as well than the kick. Just have the kick hit through as much. I'd also layer up that vocal, the vocal chop and the vocal melody just a little more, because it sounds a bit plain on its own. Maybe add a bit of reverb and ping pong delay, just give it a bit more atmosphere and ambience in the track. Yeah, it was really good, man. Just make the kick punch through a bit more and you'll be good to go. Yeah, definitely exaggerate the side chain, turn it up a bit more. Sounds a bit like it's drowning the kick out, and maybe turn the add an EQ on the kick and turn it up just a bit more on the high frequency just to give it a bit more attack, or just layer another kick and add attack on it because it sounds like it's a bit dull and it's not having it hasn't got a lot of attack and high end and clickiness to it, so it sounds like it's getting lost under the mix. Yeah, so just work on the side chain, get it perfect, sitting with the kick. Usually you want the side chain curve to be inversely parallel with the kick, and then yeah, just add a bit more attack and clickiness high end on the kick to make it punch through a bit more, and you'll be good to go, man. So yeah, I'll be streaming for about another 10 minutes, and then heading off. Streaming for about an hour and a half. I'll try and do another stream soon. Because obviously I've got a lot of demos people want to hear. But yeah, next one. Sounds solid. One thing I wouldn't, when you say not mastered in the title, mastering doesn't really make your song sound better. Usually comes down to the mix down. If your mix down's solid but quiet, people would rather have that than a song that's loud and not mixed down very well. So just working your mix down rather than worrying about mastering. But yeah, that sounds solid. Maybe change some of the drop leads. It sounds a bit too generic, like old school 2015, 16 big room. But that sounds really good though. Maybe add a bit more reverb because it sounds like the leads are a bit dry in the drop. Yeah, sounds really good, man. Just change some of the drop synths, layer up a bit of reverb, and work on your mix down, and don't worry about mastering because mix down's what counts. But yeah, probably got a couple more, and then I'm heading off to do some other bits of work that I need to do. Whoa, big old waveform. Greetings, yes sir. Greetings from Argentina, greetings from the UK, sir. Have a good day at school, man. Thanks for coming out. Here we go. A loud kick. That sounds very similar to a song I've heard. And it's called Clockwork, but I can't remember who the artist is by, and it's bugging me. Champion. Right. Yeah, that sounds very similar to this. So maybe check this track out, and it's come out in 2014, so or maybe not. Maybe it's just the same sound. Yeah, maybe it's just a similar sound. But yeah, it sounds really good though. Maybe I wouldn't have the drop going on for that long. Like, it's usually 16 bars and then it ends. But you can maybe just switch it up just a little bit so it's a little different to the ear. So it's not just the same thing. Yeah, maybe just add a bit more percussion. It sounds a bit plain just having a ride in the kick. Add some claps, maybe some offbeat toms or snares. Add some sweeps in the drop and effects to help with transition. Be good to go, man. Snuff, I'm ending in literally 5 minutes. You come too late, mate. Sorry. I've been streaming for about almost an hour and a half, and you come right at the end, so maybe you should check when I'm streaming on my channel, rather than coming at the end and demanding to me to check your track, so yeah.
Make me believe I'm on your mind and show me alright. Tell me a lie. Tell me a lie.
This is really good, man. That's really good, man. I wonder where you are in the talent pool. That's really good. But yeah, I think I'll log in and vote for you, man, because that's really good. Great work, man. Yeah, I guess this will be the last one. Is it another Jonas Aiden one? I guess we'll do one more.
Tell me you love, tell me you love me one more time, mine, and tell me you
Hands up, then we gonna drop.
That's really good as well, man. Both them remixes are really good. I get a stamped vibe of both of them. Solid work, man. Oh, I wonder where you finished as well. What did it say? Nah. Damn. That's really good as well. Not much I can really give because it's a remix, so great work, man. No, it really is. Seth Hill's really brilliant, man. Well done, man. Maybe with the sub, when you're playing it at quite high octaves, it gets very resonant in the 100 hertz range. Maybe try and dip that down with an EQ with this note here. That one right there. So maybe just turn down the 100 hertz range in the sub because it's a bit resonant. And add some background ambience, like that vocal there was really nice. Add some, you'd be surprised how much better and how much higher your track can go when you add background ambience to fill up the mix. Because at the moment in the first break it sounded a bit plain here. Add like a high string or a sustained note on a soft pad or a synth of the key of the song, just to give it a bit more airiness. Maybe add some rain or something, panning from left to right, whatever. Just to fill it up with like natural ambience, synth ambience, guitar ambience, whatever. Just to fill it up a bit more. Yeah, it sounds really good, man. Just fill it up with some ambience. Maybe turn down the, like I said, the 100 hertz mark of the. If you just look at an EQ, you'll see some parts of the sub. It is usually around the 100 hertz, 150 hertz range. It's very resonant. You just dip them in the EQ and you'll be good to go. And yeah, my next stream will be next Monday because I've usually, as I work on music for myself, I upload in usually like 2 or 3 day routine. So my next video will come out Wednesday. Then I have a video coming out Friday, and then so yeah, I'll probably do another stream next Monday, and then I have videos coming out Wednesday, Friday this week, Wednesday, Friday next week, and then if any of you are not aware, there's a big game coming out. A big game coming out next Friday, the 15th, called Jedi Fallen Order. And if most of you, or probably any of you, won't know, I'm very excited for that game. My inner kid is coming out in me, and I want to play it. So I'm playing that next weekend. So that's why I'm preparing I'm pre-scheduling and pre-uploading videos for Wednesday, Friday, doing another live stream Monday, I guess. And so let's see, the 11th. There you go. Try that down. Monday the 11th. That's the next stream. There you go. Yeah. So Monday the 11th is my next stream. Hope everyone has some new tracks. Work on the tracks. And yeah, this is the game I'm playing next Friday because I'm excited to play it. So I'm getting ahead of schedule with my videos and my music so I can play this without feeling guilty of procrastination. But yeah, appreciate everyone coming out to the stream. That was a good stream. Haven't streamed in a while. Appreciate coming out. A lot of tracks sent. A lot of new people coming in, so I appreciate everyone coming in and sending your tracks. If I don't get around to, I'm sorry. When people demand for me to listen to their track, it doesn't work like that. I go in order if they've been sent. So if you get in late and then you send your track, I can't do anything about it, because if I skip to you, then people are going to complain I didn't listen to them. So really good tracks. People work on your tracks. Work on new tracks and send them to me next Monday in my next stream, and I'll speak to you all then. So I hope you have a good evening or a daytime or wherever you're from. And yeah, speak to you all soon. Enjoy.